This is a fictional interactive video story. You'll make choices along the way to get different endings. March 1977. There is a magical device with the power to control people's minds. You forged it yourself for the purpose of stopping villains from having their way. While cleaning up your laboratory, you accidentally threw out this device, thinking that it was one of the prototypes, and not the finished device. The trash you throw out gets dispersed at the nearest garbage dump, so that's where it is now. That's what you get for not being careful. You go to the garbage dump to find it. It's appropriately shaped like a brain, given that it has the ability to control another's actions like their brain would. When you arrive, your arch enemy is already in the piles of garbage looking around. He must have been spying on you somehow and realized you threw out the magical brain. You didn't come prepared with any other magical devices because you thought you would be alone. However, that doesn't mean your arch enemy doesn't have any. You need to get this brain before he does. He already knows you're here, so are you going to confront him, or will you prioritize looking for the magical brain? You don't go looking for the brain. Instead, you decide to confront your archenemy. You're standing about 15 feet apart and staring at each other, both trying to think about what the other person might do. Your archenemy puts his hand towards his side, as if he had a concealed magical weapon on his belt. You don't have any weapons, but that doesn't mean you can't fake him out by acting like you do. Do you want to put your hand by your side as if you also have a magical weapon? Or will you put your hands up as to not seem threatening? You decide to not confront your archenemy. You both know that the other is here, but you go your separate ways to find the magical brain. You find the magical brain first. After that, you navigate through the garbage dump to where your archenemy is. You're about 30 feet away from him now, and you both see each other. Wait, he has a brain in his hands too. That's right. He threw away 3 brains, thinking that they were all just prototypes. There are 3 brains in this garbage dump. 2 have been found, and only 1 has functioning magic. You try your brain on him. It doesn't work, and his isn't working on you either. You both have prototypes. Do you want to act like his brain is having an effect on you, even though it isn't? Would you rather back out of this situation and go search for the real magical brain? You put your hands near your side. This startles your archenemy because it seems like you have a magical weapon on you. To protect himself, he shoots you with his magical weapon. His magical weapon's ability turns you around a complete 180 degrees. You are now facing the opposite direction of your archenemy. He runs up to you and forcefully kicks you into a large pile of trash. You're in too much pain to move. Your archenemy eventually finds the functioning magical brain that you made. While you are still injured in the pile of trash, he puts a spell on you using the magical brain. The spell makes it so that you have no desire to leave the garbage dump ever again. He uses your magical brain to take over the world, all while you spend your days inside the garbage dump. If you enjoyed this video overall, please give it a thumbs up and share it with people you think would like it. Thank you. You put your hands up, as to not seem threatening. Your archenemy rushes over to you while your hands are up, and inspects you to see if you have any magical weapons. It seems you truly don't have any weapons, he says. He left his side completely vulnerable, so you grab the weapon he had and take a step back. You're a few feet apart now, and you're pointing his own weapon at him. You don't know what it does, but your archenemy seems to be scared that you'll pull the trigger. It could be something that would hurt you at this close of a range, or even a trap. Do you want to shoot him with the magical weapon, or give it a test shot by shooting it at a pile of trash? You pretend that the magical brain he has is having an effect on you. You assume that he would do something like make you leave the garbage dump, so you start to leave the way you came in. Unfortunately, this is not how he was trying to control you. Now he knows that the brain he has is fake. You've already left the garbage dump to try and fool him, but you're still keeping an eye on him. He's looking for the real magical brain now. When he finds the real magical brain, you sneak back inside and ambush him to take it. Once you take it from him and run, he starts chasing you, but you respond by using the magical brain to put a spell on him. The spell makes him sit down for 30 minutes and wipes his memory of the last 24 hours. You could have wiped all of his memories that he has of you, but you don't feel like treating him so harshly since he never managed to actually attack you. Plus, it's fun to have an archenemy. You escape safely. If you enjoyed this video overall, please give it a thumbs up and share it with people you think would like it. Thank you. You drop the brain you were holding and rush to find the real one. Your archenemy realizes that neither of you had the correct brain, so he also goes to look for the real one. You see the real magical brain in a pile of garbage. On your way to go pick it up, your body freezes. You can't move anymore no matter how hard you try. What happened? Your archenemy found the real magical brain. What you thought was the brain was actually just a really weird looking piece of meat. He puts a simple spell on you. Don't move. Then, he leaves the garbage dump and goes on to take over the world with the magical brain you created. You wouldn't know that though, since you never move from that spot for the rest of your life, blending in with the piles of trash around you. If you enjoyed this video overall, please give it a thumbs up and share it with people you think would like it. Thank you. You shoot him with the magical weapon, but things don't go well. He was wearing a magical reflector under his shirt, so the magic bounces back to you. The magic from the weapon turns you around 180 degrees. That's all the weapon's magic does. While you're turned around, your archenemy punches you forcefully in your back. You're in so much pain that you can only move slowly. Your archenemy eventually finds the functioning magical brain and brings it over to you to brag about his victory. With the last of your energy, you tackle him to the ground, put your hands on the brain, and use it to put a spell on him. The magic makes direct contact with his brain, so the magic reflector in his shirt can't reflect it. The spell you put on him makes him desire to stay in the garbage dump for the rest of his life. You slowly leave the garbage dump with the magical brain, and use it to get someone to drive you back home for free. If you enjoyed this video overall, please give it a thumbs up and share it with people you think would like it. Thank you. You shoot it at a pile of trash. It turns the pile around 180 degrees. So that's what the magical weapon does. You can see the magical brain now. It was on that side of the garbage pile. You and your archenemy both run for the magical brain, but he's faster. He's about 20 feet in front of you, halfway up a garbage pile. You shoot him with the magical weapon, but the magic bounces off him and into the sky. I guess he's wearing some sort of reflective magical item. He picks up the functioning magical brain and uses it to put a mind-controlling spell on you. He makes you continuously shoot yourself with the magical weapon, over and over again for the rest of your life. That's all you do until your time is up. You just keep shooting yourself and turning 180 degrees in the same spot the spell was put on you. It's a horrible life, and nobody who discovers you ever reports you to the police or the public because they like watching you turning over and over. If you enjoyed this video overall, please give it a thumbs up and share it with people you think would like it. Thank you.